Hi, I'm Megan Cole, the Area Director for the Kentucky chapter of the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. Welcome to the Central Kentucky Out of the Darkness experience. This is a collaboration between the Bowling Green and Elizabethtown Out of the Darkness walks. I want to give special recognition to both of these walks for the incredible work that they have done in this difficult year. Both walks started out with a $10,000 fundraising goal and are both at over $20,000 today. Bowling Green, this is their 8th year, and Elizabethtown, this is their very first year. And it's so incredible the support that we've received from walkers, from donors, from our awesome sponsors, and the volunteers who keep helping us raise awareness and spread suicide prevention year after year. So before we get started today, and before you guys start walking any of our routes or in your own neighborhoods, we're gonna hear from both of our incredible walk chairs and some of our awesome sponsors. So thank you so much for joining us today, and we hope to see you soon.
Hi everyone, my name is Jake Richardson. I'm the walk chair for the Elizabethtown Out of the Darkness experience this year. I just wanted to sort of talk from the heart here at the beginning. I have some notes that I'll be referring to later, but I didn't want to sit down and try and script my genuine feelings about just how thrilled and excited I am that this event is here in Elizabethtown, and just sort of the feelings I have about that. I attended my first Out of the Darkness walk in 2015. I went to the one in Louisville. This is after a few years of struggling with my mental health in various ways. A few years prior, I had gone to a hospital for a partial inpatient program because I had my first attempt. And discovering the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention and attending my first Out of the Darkness walk is something that I will never forget for the rest of my life, because I remember so clearly, and it's something that I talk about every time I talk about the Out of the Darkness walk. The thing I remember seeing the most is thousands of people both in front of me and behind me walking for the same purpose, just to raise awareness and let everyone else there know that they weren't alone. Ever since then, I had wanted to bring an event here to Elizabethtown where I live. And this year I finally got the opportunity, and I'm just flabbergasted by the amount of support, the amount of just donating, volunteering, things like that have gone into making this first year an incredibly memorable one, despite all the extenuating circumstances surrounding it. We were originally supposed to have this event at Central Hardin High School, and I want to give a big thank you to Central Hardin High School for being the first place that was willing to host the Out of the Darkness walk. And now we're going to Town Mall this weekend for our resource center, our pop-up resource center, and our self-guided route. And I am so happy that despite everything else happening right now, we were able to make this happen. Right now, I'm going to refer to my notes and talk a little bit about some of the people and places that helped make this happen, because we wouldn't have been able to do this without our sponsors, our fundraisers, everyone like that. So I want to shout out IPAC, Curtis Home Inspections, Communicare, and Action Equipment Sales, who are our big sponsors for this. Thank you all so very much. I'm so happy to have you all on our side in this. In addition, our fundraisers and our teams have been absolutely incredible from the beginning of this thing. Raising money, raising awareness, sharing all over social media. I want to give a shout out to our top 5 teams in terms of fundraising, as well as our top 5 individual fundraisers based on our website. In terms of teams, we have In Memory of Kenneth Lawrence, #Remembering Brody James, #Remember Brandon, Never Forgotten Katrina, and Angels and Tiaras. And as for our individual fundraisers, we have James Lawrence, Anita Chambers, Barbara Cardoza, Sherry Lawrence, and Cecile Ann Lawrence. thank you all so much for everything you've done from the beginning. Being patient with me as I'm 100% new at this, navigating new waters in a strange year. Thank you for everything you've done. And all in all, at this moment, we have raised over $20,000 for the work that AFSP does, including funding scientific research, educating the public about mental health, advocating for public policy, supporting survivors of suicide loss and those affected by suicide in our mission. And at every dollar donated to this goes back into our research and our advocacy, including our programs, Talk Saves Lives, More Than Sad. Just thank you. I'm running long, so I'll wrap it up by saying thank you very much, and I hope to see you this weekend.
Welcome to the 8th annual Bowling Green Out of the Darkness Walk to Prevent Suicide. We are so incredibly thankful that you're here. I absolutely hate that we are not all gathered to show our support to one another, but 2020 has just been that way. But with it, I have seen our walkers show up. We already have 125 registered, and it's amazing to me the impact this walk has had on our community. I started this walk 8 years ago. I lost a brother to suicide. It is very tragic. I think about him daily. I miss him daily. And it's just been a lot. So I kind of made it my mission to do as much with suicide prevention as I can. Obviously, years have been different, and been able to do some things and not enough. And I am so grateful that I get to still chair this walk. I mean, it's just been so important to me. It's something I look forward to every year. And a lot of that is because of the people and families that I have met throughout the years. It's just been incredible to me. You know, obviously sad because you realize how many people are affected by suicide. But with that loss comes change, and with that loss comes speaking out and having conversations and letting people know that suicide is preventable. And AFSP, their website, if you haven't been on it, is amazing, and it's a constant resource that I look back at. I share with people. I still get phone calls monthly about someone who's lost someone, or who has a friend, or someone that's lost suicide and they need to be directed. And I also direct them to the website. There's ways to talk to your friends and family. There's stuff for veterans. There's stuff for the elderly. There's stuff for after you've lost someone to suicide. It's just a plethora of AFSP resources, and it also tells you where your money goes. So, they do a lot of loss and healing programs. They have an initiative to reduce suicide by 20% by 2025, which is a really big deal because suicide is still a leading cause of death in America. So we appreciate our sponsors. This year we have a title sponsor, Cheetah Clean. They have done a lot through their social media and have really showed up, and we are so grateful for them. We can't wait to team with them and see what we can do throughout the year, as well as our other sponsors, Rivendell, who's been beside me for as long as the walk, and Life Skills. They've been with us for years, and they are a vital aspect to suicide prevention and mental health. They are the people you turn to in Bowling Green when you have someone in crisis. We also have Farmers National Bank, which is now First Bank. They've been with us for years. They find it a priority. We also have Hughes and Coleman. They've been a partner for a few years. Also, Gemini Homes. They've been with us, I think, since we started too, and they do a lot of good in the community. And I just could not be more thankful for our sponsors and you. This walk and the money that you bring in is incredibly helpful at saving lives, and it does save lives because research has shown that the more you talk about suicide, the more that you share your story, the more that you let know that there are places for healing and hope, that we can get this accomplished. Thank you so much for coming. I'm just so thankful for you guys. Have a good walk, and we'll see you soon.
Hello everyone, my name is Chris Chamberlain, and I'm the Marketing Director here at Cheetah Clean Auto Wash. Here at Cheetah Clean Auto Wash, we recognize the importance of giving back to our local communities in our 5 locations, which is why we are honored and proud with our partnership with AFSP, the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. On September 12th, 2020, we decided to give half of all proceeds of the day's revenue from all of our 5 locations to the local charter here in Bowling Green, Kentucky of the AFSP. We are very, very excited for this opportunity to be able to give back and to devote our energy, our revenue to such a great, important cause. Thank you so much, AFSP, for allowing us to do this, and we are very, very excited for our future endeavors. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Rhonda Linden from Rivendell Behavioral Health Hospital. Our motto is, no one should have to face a crisis alone, and we really mean that. I say it to you. No one should have to face a crisis alone. We are supporters of Out of Darkness Walk because it's near and dear to our heart. We're here if you need us, and the walk is here when we need each other. Welcome to the walk.
Suicide is the 10th leading cause of death in the United States. As your community mental health center, Life Skills is here for you. We encourage you to seek treatment if needed. Together with our community partners, Life Skills is dedicated to helping those in crisis and helping them be here tomorrow.
This year has been a time of uncertainty, but it's also reminded us the importance of being connected with one another. Right now, it's more important than ever that we are checking in with ourselves and checking in on each other's physical and mental well-being. I hope that you are taking time for your mental health, and if you are struggling, know that there is help available. You can call 1-800-273-8255 to reach the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline, or text TALK to 741-741. There is hope. By being here with us today, you are showing that hope will not be canceled and that suicide prevention is just as important as ever. So thank you for joining us, and thank you for taking steps towards a day when we can have a world without suicide.